Life-or-death missions were a leap into the unknown. Unlike conventional soldiers, British Special Operations executive agents could not expect any mercy if captured. Ordered to set Europe ablaze, many brave SOE agents perished in the conflagration. The life expectancy of a wireless operator in occupied France was just 6 weeks. But British saboteurs recorded several stunning successes in the war, and an audacious kidnap operation in German-occupied Crete was one of them. For the Germans, Crete was a vital strategic asset. It was a stepping stone to Africa and a potential air and naval base to protect oil fields to the north. A huge garrison of some 30,000 troops was stationed there. But their time under the Mediterranean sun was spoiled by British agents, like Patrick "Paddy" Leigh Fermor. He spent 1.5 years on Crete, disguised as a shepherd, harassing the enemy, before he was sent back. Fluent in Greek and German, he had the knowledge and skills to pull off a stunning coup. General-Major Kreipe was a respected veteran of both the First and Second World Wars and had served with distinction in Russia. After the horrors of the Eastern Front, General-Major Karl-Heinrich Kreipe settled into the comforts of a sun-splashed villa near the ancient ruins of Knossos. The garrison commander went home for dinner every night at 8, unaware that his routine was being watched by British agents and their local contacts. Dressed as German military police, Patrick "Paddy" Leigh Fermor and his fellow agents stopped the Generalmajor's car.
Halt!
The decorated Wehrmacht commander, who had led and survived heavy fighting in France and Russia, was captured with ease. His unfortunate driver was also seized and later killed. General Kreipe was bundled under the back seat. Impersonating him and his driver, the British agents in the front bluffed their way through a staggering 22 checkpoints. Once out in the wilderness, the British agents dumped the car and left a vital message in a bid to protect the local population that helped them. The kidnappers left a calling card. "Your general has been kidnapped by a British commando. Retributions against the Greek population are not warranted." It ended with a veiled warning. "See you again soon." It didn't work. One mountain village suspected of collaborating with the British was emptied of its inhabitants and obliterated. A massive island-wide manhunt failed to find the commander or the SOE agents holding him. The British agents marched their captive across isolated and rugged terrain over the 2.5-kilometer high Mount Ida. It was a marathon journey. Despite the threat of reprisals, local villagers fed the British agents and sheltered them from the German manhunt. Thousands of troops scoured the country below, while spotter planes searched from the skies above. The character of the two British agents, Patrick "Paddy" Leigh Fermor and Stanley Moss, was also key. Their captive was almost 50 years old. Despite the heavy going, they managed to cajole the senior German general to carry on with them. After being on the run for 3 weeks, they finally reached the south coast and a rendezvous with a boat bound for Cairo. The Egyptian capital was the headquarters of British operations in the Middle East. Once in custody there, the war was over for General-Major Karl-Heinrich Kreipe. After interrogation in Cairo, General-Major Kreipe was transferred to a prisoner of war camp in Britain. He was eventually released in 1947.
Patrick Leigh Fermor.
Long after the war was over, an unlikely bond seemed to have endured between a kidnapper and his victim.
And of course we know you speak Greek fluently, maybe better than us. Το στρατηγό.
Patrick Leigh Fermor was famously reunited with Karl-Heinrich Kreipe on Greek television in 1972. It was an apparently warm reunion for the two former foes. Both congratulated the other on how well they had aged since their ordeal over the mountaintops of Crete.